The holidays are billed as the most wonderful time of the year, but for many parents like myself, it can be the most overwhelming.
That's why I have 2 dogs. Between packed schedules, financial pressure, and big family expectations, stress can build quickly.
I know your doggies get gifts, though.
Do
Free
they?
rent year-round.
Yeah, for real.
Medical care.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Listen, you know, it is a lot of stress, so we had to bring in ABC's parenting expert, Bethany Braun-Silva, to break down simple ways to make this holiday season calmer, more meaningful, more manageable for the whole family. I mean, your timing, I always
You
say
always
it.
say I'm right on time.
But it's true because we're all feeling it. We just
I'm
heard
feeling it.
Pedro
Pedro.
talking about it. So why do the holidays feel especially stressful? We know why. For parents, even when they're supposed to be so joyful.
Right. The holidays layer on even more added responsibilities onto an already full load. We are creeping towards the end of the year. It could be a very emotionally triggering time for people. And then, you know, all those school breaks, school festivities, we're juggling logistics and emotions. So understanding that this is the season of added demands helps take some of the pressure off. Don't feel guilty. I've said it before on this show. Focus on connection rather than perfection. Pedro, maybe I think that can work for you too with your stuff.
I know, but that sounds good. Like the idea is like, oh, connection, whatever. But the kids are still like, come on, give me.
Yeah,
I want this.
because you want them to have those
And
experiences.
so like, what are some practical ways that we can keep it about gratitude versus buy me this gift, give me this gift, more gifts?
Well, I will say I love a gratitude practice. It's something I try to do with my own kids, but it really does have to be modeled regularly, not just around the holidays. And 30-second gratitude check-ins in the morning or right before bed. Ask them, you know, what are you thankful for? Involve kids in giving back. You know, as a family, this is a great way to do it. You know, donating a toy, volunteering, you know, in your community, and then always asking them, using the language of contribution. How can we make someone's day better, or even better, you know, ask them, what are you appreciative? Who helped you today?
Aw.
I mean, good idea.
Yeah.
It's so funny because this is like such an incredibly stressful time, and you already have your to-do list. But then you're adding that onto it.
And then, you know, making even more stressful is the price of some of these items. So how can parents strike the balance between buying the wanted gifts without depriving their kids? Yeah, this really is. Parents right now on Instagram, they're doing this trend where they're asking their kids, what do you remember from last year that you got? And a lot of them are coming up with nothing, like don't remember any of the gifts. So I suggest sticking to a budget. I know this is tried and true. You've probably heard it before, but stick to a budget that you won't, you know, so you won't overspend. And then, Pedro, listen up. It's called the 4-gift framework. Something they want, something they need, something to wear, something to read.
Ooh.
So this is a really great baseline for for shopping for gifts, you know.
Yeah.
And if you do have the budget to maybe times that by 2, maybe 3, I don't know, kind of what's going on, you know, in your finances.
What do you
but
mean?
you can so you can always go back. So if the 4-gift framework, if you want to buy them 8 gifts, continue to go back to that, the want, need, wear, read.
Well, then that defeats the whole purpose to me. It's like we have the 4, we're sticking to this framework, let's stick to it.
But you're just doubling it, you know?
I guess.
Okay, the 8 framework now.
So gifts aside, you're also dealing with family dynamics, and the holidays can be a very tough time. You got some people who expect, they want a certain thing, and then others who are easier. It's just a lot, and you want to keep the peace. How?
Yeah, so you're gonna set boundaries early with your own little tribe, right? Talk to your spouse. What are we doing this year? Which parties are we hitting up? Which ones are we
We don't
skipping?
exchange gifts, the adults. We don't.
No.
I think that's really
too
great.
much drama.
My husband
Wait,
says
you and
the
your
same
husband
thing.
don't exchange gifts?
No, he says for the
Wow.
kids. The holidays are for the kids.
Focus it on the kids.
I love that.
I actually really agree with that.
That's a good idea.
You can also create a family plan, you know, with your partner. Another really great New York content creator I love, he learned sign language just to signal to his spouse that he wanted to leave. I don't know if you guys seen this. I'll share it with you after.
I got to send it.
And then if you want to kind of guard your kids a little bit more, maybe there's a really kind of inappropriate or intrusive family member, give them a short script, something that they could say and memorize that is kind, but immediately shuts it down. Like, we're not talking about this today.
I think so. If you have a family planning, you have a 4-gift framework. Stick to the 4-gift framework. That's my opinion.
And you know what? This is my era of boundaries. So maybe we don't even have to have those conversations because those you know, usual
it's already
suspects.
there.
Those usual suspects may not be invited.
How do we make
Oh,
things
I
feel
like it.
calmer? And just, you know, more chill, more merrier.
Yeah,
this holiday season.
I like to do something called like picking my big three, right? These are my three non-negotiable things for the holidays. And again, it could be experiences. It could be something simple. Ask your kids, what do you remember from last year? Maybe it was the movie that you watched, the tradition that you did, the meal that you ate. Pick to those three, stick to those three things, and then everything else you can just let it go. Say no to have those boundaries, like you said,
Oh, I love
Shirlene.
that.
And you know, I think that's really important this time of year. I mentioned it's a season of sort of added demands, high pressure. Give yourself permission to say no, and you'll be calm. The kids will be calm, and you can really lean into the joy and the gratitude of the holiday season.
Literally running home, Bethany, and asking the kids what they remember. The top three. I love this idea. I hope you do too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there's a lot
helpful.
to take away. It's perfect.
Bethany Braun-Silva. Thank you.
Thank you.